When an African black person in the Caribbean takes that drug, we have a 70% response. So we are still dying at a faster rate. When you see people in their 60s and 70s having strokes and heart attacks because of hypertension, it is because the drugs are not working. They're not working as well as they should. Now, the important thing about this is that the drugs work on the Africans. The drugs work on the Africans as well as they work on the Caucasians. But they don't work on us because something happened to us.
Alright, let's talk about something so real. You know, I've just watched this video where someone is linking the high rate of obesity and diabetes in Caribbean to slavery, which happened over 300 years ago. Well, I get it. I get where he's coming from, and there is some truth in that. But also, I think this needs some balance. Well, my name is Dan, and this is the Straight Up. Welcome to this episode. Let's watch the rest of the clip, and I'll come back with commentary concerning the same.
We have 60% of the black people in the Caribbean over the age of 60 have hypertension or diabetes, or both. Now, if you take the single criterion of chronic diseases, hypertension, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, if you take that simple criterion, the black people in the Caribbean are the unhealthiest people on the planet.
But on the flip side, now we are not enslaved directly. Like, we have some sort of indirect enslavement now. But we have so much knowledge and information, and we have so many choices that we can do. Now we know what junk food is. We know, like, sitting around all day is not healthy. We can't keep blaming our ancestors' trauma if we are refusing to take action right now. Okay, let's make this clear. Like, our great grandparents being enslaved does not mean that you have to be obese. What does it mean? That you might be born into, well, you might be born into a system that is broken, which has bad habits, which has limited options and stress, but you still have to take responsibility for your health. Well, how can I say that I'm eating some junk food because of slavery? Well, that sounds wild, you know, but I'm saying this because we all know which is unhealthy food, which has been normalized because of the history. But now I'm choosing a better life for myself. That's more powerful than saying that I'm consuming this junk food, which can lead to obesity and some related non-communicable diseases like hypertension and the rest. But now we have the choice of choosing a better lifestyle for ourselves. Well, we can't heal if we keep using history as some crutch, you know, to avoid responsibility. You know, yes, we all know that systems need to change. You know, the governments need to invest in education. They need to invest in health and access to food. But let's not forget that we have the urgency. Yeah, so we can start small by drinking water, taking a walk, cooking some real food, and learn how our bodies work. So that's how we honor our ancestors, you know, by trying to eliminate those cycles and breaking it. Because if we continue to blame slavery, which took place so many years ago, we are not going to move ahead. We are going to pass this blame game to the next generation, and these patterns will keep on going on from one generation to another. So, to my Caribbean family and anyone in the diaspora, you're not the problem, but now we are the solution. Let's stop making some excuse, and let's learn the history and appreciate it, but this time around with power and not with pity. So let me know what you think, if I'm tripping or if you agree with me, and also drop your views on the comments. You know, let's spark this conversation. Hit that button, you know, the subscription button, and if you like the content, hit the like, and you can also share with someone who needs to hear this. Until next time, stay safe.